Hello everyone, my name is Robot Ren. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Ark Survival Ascended, now on Ragnarok. I know at the end of last episode I said, we're going to tame something cool with the gene scanner, and that was my intention. Unfortunately, the gene scanner doesn't seem to be working very well on this map in particular. Now, I have used it to great extent on the island and other maps, but on the island especially. And it has always worked flawlessly. I've been able to find all kinds of creatures. But on Ragnarok, and maybe it's something about the way that the map is set up, I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is that it's not working the way that it has worked in the past on the island. So I'm going to demonstrate to you how it's not working and why I'm not going to be using it for today. So we all know right over in this area, there's a car. Like, we've all seen it. We know that it's there. Unfortunately, the gene scanner does not agree. The gene scanner does not know that right over there is a car. So if I go here, and I say, Pteranodons, and I click on that, it's going to say, no applicable creature found on the Ark within your level. Now, we know it's within my level because it's only a level 24. But if I get on Duke here, and I fly over there, and I load it in, it will show that it's there. So as you can see, it's still not showing. And now it's finally showing, now that it's loaded in. Unfortunately, that doesn't do me a lot of good, because at this point, I already know that it's there, right? So, I don't know if it has something to do with the way that Ragnarok is set up specifically. I mean, look. Ragnarok is a really big map. It's a really, really big map, and it's the biggest map to come out so far, I believe. I believe it's considerably larger than the center. So, just, yeah, there we go. So, they may have had to make some compromises and some changes to that because of the size of Ragnarok. I'm not entirely sure. They may be doing something completely different with the way creatures load in to keep everything functioning properly. I'm not entirely sure, but for me, as a solo player on a single-player local game, it's not behaving the way that it did on the island. But that's okay. We'll just do something different. No. No, we don't need any aloes, Ren. We don't need any aloes. So instead of taming something really cool this time, we're going to go tame some Pteranodons. Now, I know that doesn't sound particularly cool, but next episode, so you see that right there? That is an ice wyvern nest. And that is Dad. Dad is 102. But Dad is not the important one. Not in this case. Show your face, Mom. See, if we look over here at Mom, if we can get in range. Mom is a 216, which means there's a really good chance that that egg is also a 216. Now, there are plenty of methods to go about getting a wyvern egg, but I have two preferred methods. Method number one, you go in hot on a Pteranodon, you swoop in, grab the egg, and then you run like crazy until you lose aggro on those wyverns. It's risky, but with a decent Pteranodon, you shouldn't have any problems, especially against an ice wyvern. Method number two is Scorched Earth. You go in with an RG, you kill everything, and then you take all the eggs that you want. I don't want to do that because there's a chance she'll lay another egg in the future, and I would like the opportunity to come back and collect another egg, if at all possible. So I want to leave them alive, and I want to leave them there if at all possible. So that's why we're going to go tame up more than one Pteranodon, I'm sure. We're looking for health, stamina, and weight. Melee would be okay, but the top three are health, stamina, and weight. If we can get a good combination of those, we'll have no problems getting in there, getting an egg, and getting back out alive. Holy crap. That's a 180. Of course it's... Well, you're not even going to believe this, but... That's a 180 female. Of course it's a female. And Piper is also a female. Get out of here, Bugs. But... I mean, it is a 180. I was just coming back. I haven't even made it back to base yet. I just thought, oh, I should check these Pteranodons on the way. And lo and behold... Now, it's not exactly a great spot right here, but... You know... Sometimes you just gotta strike while the iron is hot. Let's do a quick sweep. I don't see anything terrible over here. There was a bear over there. You know what? That's a perfect spot. Could you stay right there for me, madam? I would genuinely appreciate it. I am not even prepared for this. Wow. I'm not sure if that was good or bad, but she's out. Well, I'll tell you what, I really cannot complain about my luck as of late. At least as it pertains to taming, anyway. That should give me a little bit of a platform to stand on, so that I can go check her out. If I can hit the landing. Nailed it. First time. Alright. Boy, I wish I had brought my magic magnifying glass. Or spyglass, sorry. Awesome spyglass. I don't go out in the field with it. We've already discussed this. Kinda wish I did, though. I don't know. The melee looks pretty good. It's not really what I'm looking for. But, I guess we'll just have to see how she turns out. Alright. It's you, sir. Unless you're, like, really high level, which you are not. Wow, that was, like, all kinds of music there. I didn't bring any narcs, but I shouldn't need any. With kibble, as a matter of fact, she shouldn't take very long to tame up at all with kibble. I can't even believe a 180 right out of the gate. It's crazy. And she's up. We're not gonna name you. Not for right now. Look at those colors, though. Hey, where are you going? Oi. I've been hearing this compy. Alright. You know what? Before it gets too risky, let's get her back to base. Oh, and speaking of base, so I have been working my tail off on the new base, and, well, here's how it's turned out. Now, this is just the beginning stages, okay? Right now, it's just a place where we can secure any dinos that we have on the ground and not have to worry about taking them up into the air to keep them safe. Oh my god, please! I'm gonna sit down. Please stop following me. Thank you. So yeah. This is a new base. You've definitely seen this workshop before. I think it might be a little bit longer and a little bit bigger than the other ones, but basically, same kind of design. I've got this little bump out over here that I kind of did a little bit more with than I did on the island, but all in all, it's still the same basic concept, same basic shape, plenty of room for storage. Everyone can fly in and out of here. It's great. And I've already got a grinder, and I've already used the grinder, and I've already paid for the grinder with the grinder. I love grinders. They are fantastic. So coming from here, obviously we go out here to the industrial forge, not unlike the setup that we had on the island. And then right over here, a little gazebo with our generator. One of two, because unfortunately, these generators just don't have a lot of range. Now, on the housing, I wanted to do something a little bit different. I love the idea of an open air kitchen, but I also know that I need a place where I can go indoors to get away from weather conditions on this map. So, we've got a nice little open air kitchen down here with everything that we need to make everything. It's not as decorated as I would like it to be, but it's a start. And then upstairs we have like a little apartment. Come inside. We've got a nice little living room area. Again, not very decorated, but it does have lights in it. I brought that over from the starter base. And then in here, kind of like a bedroom area with the beds and whatnot. And this will get decorated up a little bit more. But, like I said, it's just the beginnings of what will be, eventually, a much larger base. But I think it's got good bones. It's got everything we need thus far, except a greenhouse. This is where the greenhouse will eventually be. But I have spent so much time working on this off camera, probably close to 15 hours between gathering materials, crafting stuff up, figuring out how I wanted to lay out, that sort of thing. It was just time to work on the next episode before I could have everything done. So, you'll see, it's still in progress, but I'm making good progress. So now, where do I have the awesome spyglass? There it is. Let's put this back on Doobie. All right, madam. Where did you go? Let's see what kind of stats we're working with here. I mean, you see that, right? 68 points on oxygen. 68. That's crazy. But 52 points on melee, the least necessary of the 4 that I was going for. But still, I got 2 stats above 50. One of them is not what I was looking for, and the other one is completely useless. But still, not a terrible start. You know, I don't know that I've actually looked at Piper's stats to see what we're working with on her. She was only a 168, I believe. She does have 51 in stamina, though, so that's not terrible. Huh. Anyway, she is just the first of many. At the very least, I need to go find a male, so I'll keep looking, and I'll bring you back when I find something. All right, well, maybe not in the best location ever. I know there are some aloes up in that vicinity, but that is a 180 male. The upside to looking for Pteranodons is that there is no end of options. They are everywhere. The downside is that, well, there's just so many of them. Finding one is hard, and you're my guy, right? You are now. I don't recall them going down quite that easily, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering. All right, well, this is us for now. As soon as I can get some spikes set up. I mean, it wouldn't be obstructed if you would just let me place it, you know, flat. Thank you. I don't really care for those Brontos being over there. One tail swipe ends my great taming. And all that takes is just one overly aggressive animal that is... Oh, come on, game. Work with me here. All right. That's us. Now let's get the heck away from here. Go check out this yellow drop. If I can get to it before it disappears. Oh, phew. I think I can make it. You know, I still haven't made any fuel at all. And yet I have plenty. If I can't take out the Bronto, at least I can take out anything that would attack the Bronto. Oh. Guess I'm going after raw meat. I think we might have a winner with the health on this one. I can't tell about the stamina, but the health, 1428, that's higher than Piper was, at the very least. I don't know. We'll see. Did I mention how much I love this map? I love this map. It's dark, and I'm taming a flyer. This has definitely never happened before. What are you doing? Oh, you're a Packy. Man, I really thought that was a terror bird. Good thing my own personal IFF is working well. And she's up. No, 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 no. Stay away from those, please. At least until I can get them picked up. I don't want you dying. I have had that happen. And it is very disheartening. Please, what are you doing? No. God. Bro, if you die, land. Land right now. What? Why are you landing? What the? Game. Yeah, I can't possibly ride you. Just stay there and try not to die, okay? So yeah, like I was saying, I have had things die on the spikes that I had protecting them. It is very disheartening. Let's get you in the air, please. And then I'll put these spikes away. Yeah, I was taming a Spino on Extinction. And I just wanted a low-level Spino for some eggs. So I found the lowest level I could, a level 6. And then it tamed up, immediately ran to me through the spikes, got caught in the spikes, and died right in front of me before I could do anything about it. It was super disheartening. Alright, let's get this guy back to base and check him out. I will say that having a Pteranodon swirling around your head while you're trying to fly back to base has got to be one of the most annoying experiences in this game. I do not know why the follow code on Pteranodons is so terrible, but it is legit terrible. But we're here now. Over 2,000. Over 2,000 on health. I think that's going to be a good number. Weight 242. That's what? That's all, basically what Piper is right now with all the points. By the way, I am not ignorant to that red drop with the rain coming down. It's just not here yet. Alright, show me some goodness. 51 on weight. I can handle that. 49 on health. Just so close, right? So close. I think I'm going to have to tame up at least one more. Either 174 or 180. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 49, it's like just 1 point away from 50, right? But what I really want is more like 54, 55, something in that range. I don't know. Make sure that you're going to stay there. I'm going to grab this. We're going to go get a red drop with a ring. Hopefully it's something worth having. If not, hopefully it's like a whole bunch of electronics. Because that, well, that is something worth having. Alright, well, that is some stuff worth grinding, at the very least. Ascendant Plesiosaur saddles. They give a good amount of materials. Alright, well, I'm going to drop this stuff off, and then we're going to keep checking. We're going to keep checking. At least one more, I'm thinking. Maybe two. We'll see. It would seem we have a new friend in the vicinity. Level 66. So, higher than the 24, obviously. Huh. I'm gonna have to tame one eventually. Actually, I'm gonna have to tame a couple eventually. Just makes me nervous. It must be my lucky day. I should go buy a lottery ticket or something. What's your buddy? 66, okay. I know I just saw some Microraptors over there. That shouldn't be a problem. That Troodon could be a problem. Because where there's one, there's almost always like 7 million. No? Alright. You're my girl. No bad things come, all right? At least not for right now. Oh, Dimorphodons. They love to get caught in spikes and wreak havoc. Oh no! My luck, it seems, may have run out. At least for now. That is a very rare crash. Not something that has happened very often, but it has happened. If I'm lucky, though, that 180 is still over here waiting for us. If I'm not, well, the search continues. And my luck holds for now. That's a Pego. And that Troodon, of course, is still here. No, it's not. Wait. I mean, it could be. Yeah, there you are. Come here. Don't need you around here. Alright, let's see if we can do this second time. We'll do it a third time if we have to. You are the wrong one. I hope I did not just scare off that 180. It'll land eventually. All right. I can breathe for a minute. Well, I can tell already it's 1722. Her health is probably going to be pretty darn good. Fingers crossed she is the one, the final link that we need to start breeding up some really awesome Pteranodons. And she's up. Stop. Chill out. Okay. Like, I know I brought saddles. 2079 health. She should be at least 50. So I think that's going to have us done. I still would like it to be a little bit higher than that. But you know what? You can't always get what you want, right? That's what the stones said anyway. Let's get this girl back to base. Check out her stats, and then we're going to call it an episode so I can start breeding. So I can start breeding so we can get some wyverns next time. See you back at base. Oh god, I am so glad to be back. Alright, now chill out, please. Really? There's like all this land for you to land at, and you want to... You know what? Pteranodons, right? What are you gonna do? Let's get the spyglass. Let me drop off the sap real fast. Okay, let's get the spyglass out. And let's go take a look at New Girl. 50 health on the dot. 52 stamina. Which is better than Piper. so there we go. We're going to have, what, 52 stamina, 50 health, 52 melee, and 51 weight. It's on the low end. It's on the low end of what I was wanting. But they're all very workable. Did I? I didn't even put your saddle on you. I mean, I put it in your inventory, but I didn't put it on you. All right, well. It was a bit touch and go there for a moment with that crash and everything, but overall, I am very happy with how all these flyers came out. So I will start breeding them up immediately so that I can get a couple of individuals ready to start raiding some wyvern nests. I'm so excited to get some ice wyverns. Ugh, I love them. But that will be for the future. My name is Robot Ren. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.